Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. So Napoleon is actually a film I've been excited for a while. I'm not the biggest fan of Ridley Scott, but the idea of a film on Napoleon is really interesting, even though I don't know anything about the story of Napoleon. Also, it's kind of because it's a great time to make jokes about CG5's Napoleon song. Ridley Scott's films are pretty good usually. Alien and The Martian are both very, very good films that I enjoyed a lot. And the last 30 minutes of Blade Runner are very, very good. Not the rest though. I think his films can just be boring sometimes, I guess. Gladiator is also a very interesting film too, so yeah, I've seen a couple of his films to prepare for this movie, so I guess we should talk about it. Let's get into the extended remake of Napoleon by CG5. Okay, so first I'm gonna say that I don't have a lot to say about this movie despite its long runtime, but one of the only layered parts of the film I can actually talk about extensively is definitely Napoleon himself. So something a lot of people have talked about in this film is the fact that the serious trailers kind of lie because this is more of a comedy, honestly. There's serious moments, but a lot of what Napoleon does is probably just for laughs from the audience. The movie just treats him as kind of a joke, but sometimes a threat, but usually just a silly guy. I do enjoy how much of an insecure incel he is. That's pretty fun. Some of the lines he say are so over the top, which is real fun to experience in the movie. The scene where he runs away from all the protesters is really funny too. Good stuff usually. Also, Phoenix did a pretty decent job portraying him. He definitely has some weak moments throughout, but his general performance all the way very much fits the incel kind of character, and Phoenix is very good at doing that usually. Okay, now onto the negatives. I think Napoleon's goofy moments are good, but they're really tone deaf, where they'll have him be so silly and then expect me to take him seriously in the next scene. His relationship with his wife is also really messy, which I feel is probably accurate to real life, but like, I can't tell if they hate each other or love each other every 5 seconds. The movie has no idea what to do with them. The stuff with Napoleon wanting to have children is also done pretty well. The sound editing in some scenes are pretty good, like the divorce thing. Sometimes in general, his character is just a mess. I think having Napoleon as this loser really doesn't add to the movie at all. We all know that Napoleon wasn't a very likable, good person, so a movie whose entire point is just to call him a loser really feels like it just shouldn't exist. I'm not the biggest fan of Oppenheimer, but that's a movie that tells the story of Oppenheimer through several different perspectives and changes the narrative often. Killers of the Flower Moon is a much less known story that is portrayed through the people who actually committed the crimes in the film. So they're both real life stories that actually have a meaning to exist. Napoleon is just kind of saying he's a loser, and I guess showing some of the battle scenes in high detail, which so the battle scenes I'm really mixed on, and they might be one of the worst and also best elements of the film. The first battle is fine. It's pretty forgettable since I barely remember anything about it, but it's okay. The battle on the frozen river is actually great. It's a bit slow, but the ending of the fight with the opposing team all sinking into the ocean with the river becoming dark red is great. A really gory way to end the battle, and I really like that. The last battle really sucks. It's so boring and so lame. So yeah, the battles in this are real mixed. It has some of the best and worst aspects of the entire film. I'm gonna briefly cover a spoiler, kind of, so skip to this timestamp if you care. It's very short, but Napoleon's death is also pretty good. I like the ending quote at the end. Pretty interesting and a good way to end out the film. Also, the score is all over the place. Sometimes it's good and fits the scenes well, but sometimes it's so stereotypical that I just can't take it seriously. Okay, so most of the movie is fine with some pretty good moments throughout, and I never really felt the long runtime of this one until the last 40 minutes because, oh my god, did it get boring. Like I said before, Napoleon and his wife's relationship is really messy and confusing, but I have no idea how she went from despising him to wanting to see him all the time and begging to see him at the end. Like, what did that even mean? Maybe there was some deep meaning, but I could care less as of now. Also, the movie just became really messy and really confusing, and I honestly have no idea what was going on. Still, as I said, I think the ending is pretty solid with a good end quote, but man, dude, those last 40 minutes drag it down. It's hard to comment on a film other than saying it was pretty boring. It's not very entertaining, and especially those last 40 minutes are really bad. So yeah, sorry about this. This is a very short video. I should have just reviewed the other, frankly, way better film that came out, but I didn't because I'm late to it. But if you want to take anything from my last 2 videos, don't watch Napoleon, don't watch the Marvels, just watch the holdovers. It's really good. Also, December is going to be a very busy month film-wise. There's so much stuff coming out. The stuff I'm planning on seeing and maybe reviewing is Dream Scenario, The Boy and the Heron, Wonka, American Fiction, and May December. If you're interested in me reviewing any of those, let me know. Thanks for viewing the Marvels video, by the way. We are so back. Maybe my channel isn't dead. I don't know. We'll see how this does. Anyways, thanks for watching, and this is an epic outro. More reviews coming soon. So, somehow I forgot to give the movie a score, but, it is a low 5 out of 10. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is an epic outro.